Thank you so much for deciding to hang out with me today. Thank you so much for your precious time. And the more I explore feelings and thoughts, the more mind-blowing it gets, and the more I can see it work in reality. That yeah, this actually does make fucking sense. Way more than I ever wanted it to be. And this isn't my opinion. This is what neuroscience shows. And today we are going to look at two people with the exactly same problem. Now I chose a problem that's been rising lately in 2020s, and that is lack of a romantic partner or a close social connection, even in an age where usually people were married. So we now have two people, two souls, and they've never ever been in relationship before they're 25, both of them. And what's going to get mind bending is this. One person laughs at it like, yeah, whatever, at least I'm free. I don't really care. And is almost excited and is saying to themselves, I'm absolutely going to meet the right person at the right time. I don't really care. Everything is written, everything is how it's supposed to be, and etc. Now, the other person, they feel completely different about it. They drown in shame. They feel so empty, humiliated by it. They feel like their soul is torn apart. They feel so much pain and humiliation. Whenever they go, they just notice other people and ask themselves, is this about me? Is this my problem? Is this my fault? What did I do to deserve this? Why am I suffering like this? Why is my life such immense suffering? And now, where it gets mind blowing is we are going to look at the person, number one, that laughs at it and is eager to meet someone new at the right time, the right moment. This is called interoception in neuroscience. Now let's look at the person number one that is eager to meet someone new and laughs at their situation. Their stress chemistry, cortisol, adrenaline. Their cortisol is low slash normal, calm, even adrenaline, and it's a signal that when this body signal is neutral and balanced, it can turn situations into well, whatever. And when it's high, it can turn situations into my life is collapsing. Now their blood sugar is stable. When blood sugar is stable, the brain has enough fuel to cope with thoughts and feelings and emotions and situations. And stable blood sugar equal to emotional stability, clear thinking. Their breathing is slow, deep, which equal to safety signal. Their heart rate is flexible, resilience, adaptability. Their energy level is high. When energy levels are high, that equal to motivation, hope, curiosity. Their neurotransmitters, like dopamine, are balanced. Dopamine is for motivation, drive. Serotonin is very balanced, based on mood, stability. GABA, the neurotransmitter that basically fans your thoughts so your thoughts don't overheat inside you, is balanced. Noradrenaline is balanced. That's for alertness, tension. And these four neurotransmitters literally color everything without you even noticing. They color your situations, they color your thoughts, etc. Now, they also have a good sleep quality. When the sleep quality is good, it can equal to emotional regulation. And their hormones, testosterone, estrogen, are balanced. And their inflammation, immune signals are healthy. Even their gut signals, their hydration, their muscle tension, their body temperature, their sensory overload, their sensory load like noise, light, environment, and also their social signals. Social signals are also body signals, even though it comes from outside because body signals can come from inside and outside. So even though their social signals are, on one hand, actually quite good, but there's still some space for improvement. And their thoughts are like, they are the person who laughs at the situation and they're like, yeah, whatever. And they're eager to find someone eventually. And they're actually not thinking negatively about it. Because and maybe sometimes they're like even, yeah, I mean, in such a hard situation, but it doesn't even, feel like too brutal. Like they acknowledge deep inside it's a hard situation and it's a very uncomfortable situation. But deep inside they're pretty normal. Of course, some spikes sometimes appear, etc. But deep inside they're normal. And now the other person that feels trapped by that situation, that they never ever had a romantic partner in the age of 25, that feel like their soul is tearing apart, that their colors of their thoughts, intensity of their thoughts, how loud they are, how hurtful they are, this it's just too much for them, and they're asking like, why is my life so much so cruel to me? But all these body signals that were balanced, that we've talked about in that different person, are imbalanced here. And body signals are a puzzle in our feelings, thoughts, and happiness, a huge part of the puzzle. Of course, body signals alone don't create our thoughts and feelings, but they're a very important puzzle in our happiness, and they're a puzzle that scientists can actually measure, where scientists can actually measure actual outcomes. So the brain's prediction, we know what it does. Its prediction is how it predicts your situations based on the body signals and based on your beliefs, etc. But we don't know where it comes from. Scientists have theories, but body signals are the one puzzle that have the most measurable, that are the most measurable, and that's why I decided to talk about them. And it's truly mind-blowing, especially when you look at this completely different galaxies of feelings and thoughts. Thank you so much for deciding to hang out with me today. Thank you so much for your precious time. And feel free to hang out with me even more and explore our feelings, emotions, and thoughts and happiness in life. But absolutely no pressure. Take care, especially take care. And I can't wait to catch you soon.